here we go. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Three Sisters race, actually. Hitting the Hilly KOM or the Zwift KOM, the Epic KOM, and concluding with the Volcano KOM. So, pretty good route, actually. It's a full 30 miles, good amount of elevation. It's just a fun route, fun race. I mean, look at this profile. I tell you what, man, radio tower is an absolute zit on the face of this profile. It just absolute standout. It's hideous. It's not fun. It's brutal. So coming up to the base of the first KOM, and the cameras are rolling for one reason, because I cracked over 1,200 watts the other day, and the cameras were not rolling. So just in case, I'm going to have them rolling for today. So that was simply with a ride with Coco, and your boy absolutely dropped 1,200 watts. And I want to point out, I did calibrate the trainer prior to that ride. Missed the event, and I rode with the pace partner instead. So it's a legit 1,200 watts. So I'm taking a bow. You can't see me, but I'm taking a bow. So I'm not taking a bow on the Hilly KOM right now. I decided to put it into the small ring and just keep it nice and smooth. I'm going to have consistent power, steady power. I'm going to put out a lot of power, but I'm not going to blow myself up. Everyone else had the exact opposite approach. They're going to blow their brains out. So here we are in the first 3 minutes of the race, and I am getting dropped, which really sucks. I should mention this is a mass start race. I didn't realize that at the time. And so we come over the hill, and it's like, okay, well, here comes the descent, and I'm going to be alone on the descent. So here goes the whole race. Sub 4 minutes, I'm getting dropped. This is it. So I actually did hit a new PR on the Hilly KOM. Personal record is now 2 minutes, 4 seconds. So the confetti cannon actually went off for me this time. And, okay, now I'm taking a bow. But, yeah, usually that does not happen to me. So that was sister number one, dusted. Now we're going to skip ahead 10 or so minutes, and I am with these two guys, and we are climbing up the Epic KOM. I don't mind Epic KOM. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't love the Alp. Hilly KOM, like it. 2 minutes, you're done. It's steep. You blast your brains out, and it's over. This starts out real steep, just like the Hilly KOM. You blast your brains out, and then it like just goes on longer. I hate that that's like a long 8%. I hate this bridge. More than anything, I hate this bridge. I think that's really what it is. 3% for a long time, and yeah, it's boring to me. I don't like it. It's not fun. It's not that enjoyable. Going the other way, you can't really super tuck on it. I've never been able to. Maybe it's a new PD4. Just can't do it, man. Cannot do it. So, by the way, Pack Dynamics 4, I think is pretty cool. What is your thoughts on it? I've done a couple group rides and pace partner rides with the new PD4. I feel like I'm working a lot more, so I'm getting a much better workout when I just do pace partner rides. I think. I don't think I've really analyzed it too much. I think it's much more difficult to draft, but I haven't really analyzed it too terribly much. Or you have to be like in the group to actually get a draft. You can't really be hanging off the group from what I've noticed. So anyways, back to this. I have this sped up quite a bit because we don't want to watch it all day long. I had a little issue I had to fix there, so I did stop. I knew I was going to lose those guys, so it's like, okay, I do have some carrots dangling in front of me. Again, I'm in 16th place. Now I'm kind of realizing it is a mass start race. A, B, C, and D all started together. We're all in the same race. So I was like, oh, okay, I feel a little bit better about that. This group of 5 or 6 guys, they kind of picked me up. So we want to pay attention to the guy in the black jersey, Jay Larson. He's going to be one we're going to keep an eye on. And I made sure to stick with these guys as best I possibly could. Especially, I know how this goes. The uphill, always a struggle for me. Sure, certainly. The descent, so much more of a struggle. Way more of a struggle. And if I don't have anyone to descend with, like you saw, I'm going cresting over the Hilly KOM. boom, done. I'm over. I'm toast. I'm dropped. So going up this, I need to make it a priority to stay with them. If I can be in front of them, great. They're gonna catch me on the descent. I know that full well. At this point, I've gained some weight. I'm like 169, not quite, probably 169 and a half. The day I'm recording this, the day after I actually raced this, I was 169.4. So I've been tracking my macros and it's going really well. I'm really trying to dial in my diet. So overall, it's going pretty well. There's a week or two, or maybe 1 or 2 days a week, I should say, where I kind of miss my target goal. But overall, going really well. My training has gone pretty well. I'm trying to hit 100 miles a week as far as training, trying to do a solid 5 hours. Sometimes I don't hit it, but it's more of a priority for me personally, for whatever reason, just to hit the 100-mile goal per week. So it's going pretty well overall. The Easter season's been difficult just to find time to get on the bike. I had some speaking obligations at my church on Good Friday. I got another one this next week. So this next week's going to be pretty tough as well. But staying with these guys pretty well. Got some pretty good, pretty consistent power, I would say. It's a little up, a little down. Mainly down, but it's pretty good. I mean, I see a lot of yellow down at the bottom of the screen, so I like that, and I like that all these guys are within striking distance of me. Nothing too terribly crazy. No big gaps. I'm closing the gaps a little bit. I don't want anything to open up too much. So again, the names in this group. Let me check my show notes here. Because I think the two guys who I'm actually gonna be up against here in the end, when it actually matters, are both in this group right now. I do believe it's Mr. Jay Brooks. Oh yeah, he's in this group, and Mr. Jay Larson are the two guys. We're gonna tag them. We're gonna make sure we know they're here. Skipping ahead just to the very top of the Epic KOM, I do come in. It is again, checking my show notes, third best time. Okay, nothing too exciting. 26 minutes, 26 seconds. Ooh. So now, hooray, the bonus climb. Not much of a bonus if you ask me. More like pure torture to the absolute worst extent. Because you go into the small ring, you go into your climbing ring in the back, and it feels like you're just pushing a ton of weight, and it's terrible. It's miserable. It's not fun. Seeing that dark red 13, 14, 15+%, whatever it gets up to, like, is absolutely crazy. My dog's getting a little anxious. She wants to play. Dude, this is so brutal. I don't know how they call this thing a bonus climb. I think this thing is so tough. Question: would you rather do the radio tower 5 times, the radio tower climb 5 times in a row, or do Epic once? I don't know what I would choose. I don't love Epic. I know I could do radio tower 5 times much faster, so I think that's what's a little more important to me than the Alp. I don't enjoy the Alp because it's an hour of what basically feels like this. So, yeah, super tough stuff. Don't enjoy it. But I'm in front of this group, and it's very difficult to narrow down how far ahead the next guy is because they start descending. So it's like, oh, they're minutes ahead of me. Well, then once I start descending, and so the time on the side, it fluctuates so rapidly, so often. So it's pretty almost inaccurate. I don't really know how to actually read it. Finally get to the top. We're going to go around this little circle. I got a gap, I believe, on the guys behind me, according to the mini-map. But on the standings, it says they're all 0 seconds. So not really sure which one to believe, which one's going to be most accurate. Radio tower climb, complete. Not considered one of the sisters, but I got a new PR on that. So 6 minutes, 36 seconds. Pretty awesome. Pretty stoked about that. Check out this super tuck. Pure bliss, man. Starting now. Oof. Look at that. Oh, it's like when the scissors glide across the wrapping paper when you're wrapping gifts. Skipping ahead to sister number 4. I didn't really ever see that group again. Two of the guys caught me, and they are Mr. J. Brooks and Mr. J. Larson. So it is just the three of us tackling the Volcano KOM. This is the final climb, the final sister, if you will, of the whole race. Still got about 6.5 miles, just a little over. And I mean, nothing special. It's just a volcano. It's pretty run-of-the-mill. And when you're only with two other guys, there's no, I mean, you're not going to set a PR or anything like that. That did remain true. No PR here. However, my strategy is, if I can stay with these guys over the top, if I can stay with these guys throughout the descent, it will come down to a field sprint. But the first two things must happen, obviously, first. I have to be with them over the top. I have to be with them on the descent. If I ease up and they descend without me, I know I'm gone. That's it. That basically happened on the first sister, the Hilly KOM. I can't let that happen. So again, I'm keeping my eyes on the guy right in front of me, Mr. J. Brooks. I got the other guy right behind me. I don't want anyone launching a big attack. I want to be in control. I want to stay with them. And at this point, it's imperative for me, because I'm like, oh, shoot, look at the standings. I'm in 11th. Now I'm in 10th. So the guy, one of them is in 11th. One of them is in 10th. One of them, dude, okay, let's try to shoot for a top 10 here. So if it comes down to a field sprint, I'm pretty confident I'm going to beat them. However, I've also realized that's one of my toxic traits is, oh, I'm in category B. If I can boil it down to a field sprint, I'm going to beat them. Well, that's not always the case. It definitely was when I was category C. Does not ring true always in category B, because they're just like a cut above. They're just much stronger. And even though I have been dropped and these guys caught me, the one guy, Larson, is a category C. Brooks is a category B. So it's like, okay, this might get kind of interesting. So again, I got to watch them. I want to conserve as much as I can. I don't want to blow myself up. So I keep the RPMs pretty steady. I'm trying to keep the heart rate under control. Send a quick text, sure. And we're going up the Volcano KOM. And again, nothing special with the power, nothing special with like any sort of new time, anything like that. Kind of referencing my notes here. Let me pull it up. Yeah, no, nothing, not even a first, second, third best, nothing like that. I did the whole volcano in 9 minutes and 10 seconds. It's like, yeah, nothing great. I don't even know what my PR is on this. I think it's like 8, sub 8 maybe, sub 7 maybe. I don't know. I think it's a little over 7. But nonetheless, as it's winding down, I'm just keeping an eye on them. I at this point, I'm okay with reacting. I try to not react in a field sprint. I try to be very decisive and have them react to me. That's not what I want to do on the hill climb, for me personally. Especially with the hill, you have a little bit more, it's more forgiving to be able to react, in my opinion. Maybe for my style, I should say. So look at this, man. The guy in front of us, 6 minutes ahead. Okay, not even, like, there's no comparison to that. Actually, is that behind us? That's a plus. That doesn't make any sense. And he's category C and then a D. He's in front of us, but it's a 13 minutes in front of us, but he's actually behind us. That doesn't make sense. Whatever. This is why I don't put too much stake in like Zwift and standings and times. I'm just riding the bike. I'm just collecting miles. I'm just getting some base training. I'm trying to do some intensity. That's what I use it for. I have a blast doing it. Make a YouTube channel out of it. Ah, dude, love it. It's great. I don't put too much stake. I mean, I'm not going to like, ruin myself. I'm not going to smash my wrist on the handlebars, like some people do. So here it is. Last kicker, 10% going up. Again, I don't want to fall behind as he went up. So I make sure I'm the first one over. No PR, no confetti, no nothing for me. And I stay on the power. I got to stay right with them. I got to stay right with them as we descend. So as we come down, we're going to skip ahead. This is where it gets pretty good, actually. And here we go. exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to come down to a field sprint at this exact location.
He's
I'm going
going
to try
pretty early.
to use this downhill gradient to my advantage, except he goes a little early. I didn't love that. Not only that, I was kind of watching it, but he got 2 seconds on me like right away. I was nervous about that, so I kick it up to 430 watts. I'm kind of holding the power pretty steady there. I got Jay Brooks right on my tail. He's staying right with me. I mean, he's just a couple meters behind me. Again, negative 4%, trying to use this to my advantage. Holding the power, got the RPMs nice and high, heart rate's under control, things are looking pretty good. He still has 3 seconds, okay, 2 seconds on me, but we're running out of road at this point, so I kick it into high gear. Now I really start sprinting. Got the red numbers, got the 10 watts per kilo. He's going. Again, here comes Jay Brooks right on my tail. He's got 9 point some watts per kilo, 9.3, 9.5. Okay, I can't just stop. I gotta keep going. I put in a final dig, kick up the watts, hold the power down as much as I can, blow right past him. Can I hold him off though for the finish line? Free wheels across, dude. Let's go. Let's go. That is exactly how I wanted this race to end. Not start, but definitely end.
Something's burning.
The trainer, it smelled like he was on fire back there.
Dude. And that is why I had the cameras recording today. Awesome. And the first 3 minutes were terrible, but that was an incredible sprint. Super long. Longest sprint I have ever done. Holy smokes. Cool.
Guys, thank you so very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.